This island seed has you spawning on an island. Might not look like it with that hill off in the distance, but if we take a look around, you'll start to see, yeah, actually you might be on an island. And if we go over here, this is the one of the places that's closer to another landmass. As you can see, got another island right there. And as you can see, that is in fact an island. There's water all around. You got this nice bay right here. Got a little flat area right here to work with a gradual build up, as you can see. Pretty good. You got, like I said, some more islands over here for whatever the heck you want to do. If you want to expand upon or expand to them, you can. And as you can see, we basically made it all the way around the island at this point. And it is a pretty big island with 2 nearby satellite islands. Overall, really cool. You do have some variety in the trees that are on the island for building purposes. And you got this little feature right here. So you can go down there if you want to. It's a bit steep, but yeah, overall, pretty good island seed in my opinion. One of the better ones. This seed is going to have you spawn on another island, although this island is closer to land. So if you like that kind of island, here you go. But if we head out to sea, you will see that, well, eventually you'll see that there is some more land, which happens to be a pretty decent sized island, actually a couple of them. And for those who really like large islands, this seed could be really good for you. You will have to make a trek going in this general direction, and as you can see, we've already come across part of it. This is the savanna part and the beach part right there. Some more beach over there. There's a small island right here. We got another small island over there. Now we're in the forest part. There's another little desert island right over there. So, you know, as you can see, a lot of small islands here. Here's a flat plains area, decent sized one as well. Another small island right there. So you have 2 small islands right there. And you got another island. So you have 2 desert islands right there. So as you can see, this part of the seed has a ton of small and a couple large islands right here. So if you like the seed, yeah, there you go. Have fun. This seed is going to be a pretty straightforward one. You're going to spawn in this general area. If we look back, you got some mountains over there, some more higher elevation jungle area over there. Got a little village next to a cherry grove over there. However, the main feature, just followed by this bamboo area, you should be able to see it depending on your view distance, a mushroom island with an ocean monument right next to it. So you got a pretty good sized island over here. And this island is not too far from spawn. As you can see, it keeps on going. Got a lot of flat area to work with there as well. Huh. I was wondering what that little structure was down there. But yeah, as you can see, it just keeps on going. It's a pretty big island. We gotta wait for it to come to an end, but we will get there. As you can see, it's finally coming to an end. And you do have some you do have some normal trees in there. There's like 2 there, 2 there. So if you wanted to come here and actually have some normal trees, it is, there are normal trees on the island, but you gotta basically go to the other side entirely. That's how big this is. We came all the way to this side and we can't see the other side. So if you want a massive mushroom island with some normal trees on here, there you go. So you're going to spawn in this general area right here, and we're going to want to head off into this direction. You're going to see a ocean monument right on the left side right there. So you have a nearby ocean monument if you want that. There's a tiny island over there, and there are 2 big islands on here. One is a lot larger than the other. This one is the first large island. As you can see, it's not too far from spawn, and it has a lot for you to do on. So if you just want a relatively decent sized island, as you can see, you can just camp here and you're good. However, if you just go a little bit further over in this direction, you're going to come across another massive island. Yes, that all in front of you is an island. Well, some of them are multiple islands. Like the island goes like that, and then there's a big island right there in the middle. And you have a ruins portal right there. So that's pretty good. Got a little lava lake in the middle right there, and a little bit on the other side you have another ruins portal. So you have multiple ruins portals on these islands right here. You got another small island over in the distance. You got a lot of flat area right here to work with. And if we go to this part of the island, you're gonna, well, you got a little hill feature here, which is pretty cool, with a little water ravine right in the middle. But you can see another small island. And as you can see, yeah, that's all an island. But this little feature is kind of interesting. Some of you probably already know what it is. It spawns a lot of drowned. As you can see right there. There you go. They just spawn a crap ton of them. And they're just hovering around the island. So I thought that was pretty cool. Got a little feature like that. And I think those are some copper blocks. So yeah, really cool series of islands for the seed. This island seed is for those who do not want to go too far for an island. Here's the spawn. You look over in that general direction where the sun spawns from or rises from, and you're gonna see an island. Pretty good sized one, not too far. As you can see, you got a lot of good area for building right there. You got a little water feature that goes into the island, but that's a little too far for some. So if you look at spawn, it's already an island. So you got a little flat area right there to work with. You got some more flat area on the beaches over here, and you have some stone coastal area that'll be pretty good for building with one of these little doodads that end up spawning a lot of drowned in this water area. So enjoy. This island seed is a bit special. You, once again, spawn an island, but it has a village on it. So if you're a big fan of island villages, you got one right at spawn. You have the little ruin portals over there if you would like to go in there. And you also got a little island over here as well. That could be cool, you know, building a lighthouse or something on that. But if we take a turn over here, you see another village. And yes, that's another island. This one's kind of inland, which I kind of like the feature here. And it is also an island, as you can see. So that's two island villages, relatively close to spawn. One actually at spawn. So if you're a fan of villages and you're a fan of islands, there you go. This seed's going to start you off in this little plains biome, but we are going to look where the sun's located and start heading at a diagonal path over in this direction. You can kind of see it. You can use these sandbars as a indicator of which direction you should be going. And you will start to see the islands in the distance. Yes, there's more than one. You got one right off to the left, right over here. And they're pretty good sized islands, which is always nice. So you have this first island. As you can see, you got some more over here. Got this pretty good sized island right here. You got a good amount of plains or flatland area right along the water. You got another little island or two over there. And you got another plains island right over here. You have two lava lakes. As you can see, another island. And that's what this whole area is. It's a series of islands. The coordinates will be in the description box for those who would want. But yeah, I like this little island chain right here. Pretty good spot to set up shop. We have an island seed that doesn't have you go very far from spawn. As you can see, we got a little island there. We also got a little island here with more jungle on it. And we got the third island, which you spawn on, that also has jungle on it. I checked, there are other woods than just jungle in this island right here. So that means you don't have to worry about your jungle saplings or wood supply running out. You also have some melons right here, or watermelon. So overall, really good seed. You don't really have to go very far from spawn. You got a little lava lake over here. So you have a lava supply if you want to build a nether portal. Overall, really good seed. This island seed is a little bit different. Instead of the ones that tend to go way out in the middle of the ocean or spawn there, we went with a island that's kind of close to some pretty interesting land masses. You got some hills over in that direction over there. And this is where the two islands are. One right here and one right here. You got a little flat area to build there. You got some trees there, some trees on that part of the island. So yeah, you have a lot to work with by these coastal islands with a lot of trees or forest supplies over there and some interesting features. This island seed is another coastal island. You do have some nearby land masses right here. You're going to spawn in the savanna biome, but if you look around here, you got a pretty interesting formation for an island. It's pretty extreme in its features, but if you want to take a crack at it, you got a pretty cool coastal island with another nearby little island over there filled with sand. So overall, really, really cool seed. Definitely really like this mountain island. Yeah, that's pretty much it.